started my education at Hopwood Hall College at the age of 16, where I was interested in doing a BTEC in fashion and textiles. I was more interested in the fashion side, but as it developed, I got really interested in textiles as well. I learnt so many different skills of developing ideas and putting things like that in motion, from making clothes to screen printing and things. It was just brilliant. I had 2 fantastic years there. I was sad to leave. I didn't have the option. There was no other course available there. There was no HND at the time when I left. So the natural progression was to go to university. And I had to make a decision whether it was fashion or textiles. And looking back now, I know I chose the wrong. It was fashion. I ended up going to Preston University. And after a year and a half, I decided that I wasn't happy. I knew I wasn't happy. It didn't feel right. I felt so much at home at Hopwood that it wasn't the same. I went to see my tutor because I'd heard that a HND course in textile design had now come available, and I wanted to go and see if I could change, and I did, and I didn't look back. After starting the course, I did the first year, but after starting the second year, I became poorly. I had to take a year out because I didn't want to not do the course to my full ability. I decided that that would be the best thing, but the support that I got, not just academically through that time, but personally, meant so much to me that they've all become like lifelong friends. I still see the people that I were on the course with, and I still have involvement. I'd like to have their artwork in the shop and try and sell something as much as I can for them, because they still are trying to make it in the industry. After finishing the HND, I tried to go down the textile art route, but sadly, it wasn't enough money to make a living. I couldn't support my family, and I had to make a decision to try and get a career in something where I could. I then decided to go into floristry after having my son. I needed something that was creative, and it was somewhere where I could bring the skills that I'd learned at Hopwood into what I was doing and earn money from it. I had the opportunity to then get the flower shop, which I grabbed with both hands. It is different, but it's the same. The skills that I've learned at Hopwood are never wasted. The development from being taught how to get an idea, then to develop it into something else and just keep going with that idea is not lost, and it applies to every day of my job in the flowers. So I love it, and I really do consider that the time that I spent at Hopwood were some of the best years of my life.